Hello Internet, it's Jitsu here, and today I'm going to talk about the Death Note movie, which was very recently released on Netflix. So, if there's anyone that doesn't know the basic premise of Death Note, it's about a very intelligent Japanese teenager named Light Yagami in the original and Light Turner in the Netflix adaptation, who picks up a notebook that was dropped by a Shinigami, which to us Westerners is like a Grim Reaper. The Death Note, as it's called, can kill any human whose name is written in it as long as the person writing it knows and thinks about the victim's face. That's about it. So before I get into my opinions on this film, I'll give a quick kind of spoiler-free overview and say that this version of Death Note is far too condensed. Death Note is a series highly beloved by many, myself included, but so much of what makes Death Note great was excluded or changed in this film version. So, now there's gonna be some spoilers, so if anyone gives a damn about this movie, now would be the time to pause this video and go watch it. Okay, you've been warned, Death Note kind of sucks. I'm sure that's not a huge surprise to most of you. Following in the footsteps of Ghost in the Shell released earlier this year, Death Note fails to evoke basically any of the emotion that the original series did. One of the most powerful aspects of the original Death Note was the battle between Light, or Kira, and L, the mental games of cat and mouse that basically personify the Death Note series are completely absent from the movie. The confrontations we do actually get between L and Light end up falling flat on their faces due to their lack of tension. There was really no time for any kind of build-up. The overlying problem though is that the writing in the movie is kind of awful. L's conclusions, for example, come out of nowhere with no real explanation as to how he arrived at them. It's kind of like the writers just expected that everyone watching the movie would have seen the anime and would mentally fill in the blanks. On Light Turner's side, he's doing ridiculously stupid things that Light Yagami wouldn't have been caught dead doing, and it makes you wonder how he's evading capture for even just the length of this movie. He tells an actual stranger about the Death Note, and when she doesn't believe him, instead of just leaving it at that, he has to go and prove it by killing a criminal on TV. He committed a murder right in front of her, just because he basically wants to get it on. That's not the kind of writing anybody is going to get behind, and it doesn't do much to the benefit of making anyone like this version of Light. But good for him, he succeeded. Thank you Netflix for wasting 30 seconds of my life on a sexy montage. This segues us straight into the fact that Light Turner, alongside everyone else in the film, is a terrible character. He's indecisive and kind of whiny. If someone described Light Yagami the way I just described Light Turner, no one would even believe that that person had watched the Death Note series. Light was confident and competent, and we liked that about him. He was convinced that he was doing the right thing. But this version of Light is all too quick to want to give up the Death Note entirely and literally run away from all his problems. L as well is portrayed in a drastically different light. Far from being incredibly intelligent, cool, and rational, Stanfield L is impulsive and hot-headed. He's not even a real threat to Light in the movie due to the fact that he sabotages his own credibility multiple times. Essentially, this movie doesn't seem to understand what it was that made Death Note an enjoyable series, and instead just takes the source material, cuts it into little bits and pieces, and chooses which get resewn onto this hideous Frankenstein-like creature with a roll of the dice. It's arbitrary. There were so many changes that did nothing to alter the story or provide any kind of thought provocation, they were just changed for the hell of it. And that's how you enrage a fan base and die instead of adapt. Thanks for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please drop a like, and if you want to see my future videos, subscribe by clicking the logo on your screen or the subscribe button below the video. Also, some of my other content is on screen, so feel free to check that out if you'd like. For my previous and new subscribers, you'll be hearing my voice again soon. Jitsu out.